The Sunshine State, a hotbed of passionate football fans, it is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. It's the Florida Gators and the Florida State Seminoles. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Thanks, guys. The Florida head coach told me before the game, he understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Seminoles ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Give to the running back. Turning it on. Bulldozes his way through. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind him.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Quarterback changing the play. They'll run it. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. A little release to the back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Tight end now in motion. Looking to pass. It's Daniels. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards. 3rd and goal. Out wide left, it's Riles. Touchdown Seminoles! The offense cashing it in on that drive. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
From deep, it's Abrams. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Just enough there to get it to the 25. A pickup of 2. Guys, you might know Florida State was once a women's college. Didn't start playing football until later. And in fact, didn't start playing the Gators until 1958.
Even though they haven't been playing a long time, this game has featured so many of the biggest names in the sport. You think about Bobby Bowden, Steve Spurrier on the sidelines, Charlie Ward, Chris Wenke, Tim Tebow, Danny Werkle, Heisman Trophy winners. This game has had it all.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the back. He's past the marker. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Pryor. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Jones wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer and Tim Tebow. That guy was pretty good, too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays, I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But, Palmer, Florida's good when they got the trigger man.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key. I thought one of the big moves for John Sumrall in the offseason was bringing in Faulkner as his offensive coordinator. One of the most difficult coordinators to defend. You ask any D coordinator in the country, and he only seems to get the best out of his quarterback. So they had a guy in DJ Lagway. They had really high hopes. Things didn't work out. He moves on to Baylor. But this is a critical spot. How quickly this new quarterback can get on the same page as his play caller, that's critical for their success.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. On target to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Vaughn. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Hits inside. It's Pryor. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Going to the run, it's Ball. There's a crease. He now has 53 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
And the Gators trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Gators! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he added the extra point. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Second and long here. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Going to the ground. Sees some running room. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind.
hotbed of passionate football fans, it is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. It's the Florida Gators and the Florida State Seminoles. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the Florida State head coach pregame. They are thrilled with the way their running back has been able to get in and grasp their concepts quickly. As you know, this Heisman Trophy contender is a transfer, but he literally hit the ground running, and Cook said he's been a big part of our success so far this season, and we are not surprised that our team is performing so well because of the way he's been able to produce. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Gators will kick off first, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. He's going for it all. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Guys, let's chat about Florida. They got a boost in their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Jones to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space, and I love the way Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the first down marker is.
Yeah, you know, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well. He's able to sort of find the crease, make himself small, fit into those small spaces, and pick up the first to keep the offense on the field. It's all about momentum and being able to keep drives going. I know that's not going to really show up on any highlight reels, but that was a big play here for the offense.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The fake and wants to throw. Got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
They'll try to run with ball. Stop right there.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
This is a designed run. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on third and goal, and it did not pay off. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Jones wants to throw it. Touchdown, Florida! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on fourth down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get this goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of a field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't.
Caught, and he's got room. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. He's changing the play. He'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first. Still looking to his right. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Got his man on the right. Bust through behind his pad. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense, but through the air, like not on the ground right now. They're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage, and right now, it's all through the air.
And he gets rid of it.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Good timing on the quick out. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
I think they found a matchup they like, man. This running back has been a problem out of the backfield. Like, we know he can run it, but the matchups now, who's going to cover him? Is it a linebacker? Is it a safety? Right now, this offense, they found something with him catching the football in the backfield, and they just keep going back to it.
From the gun, the running back has it. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. And the Noles have pushed it inside the 20. Right side, it's Riles. Now the connection takes it to the 11. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period.
Ready. Blue 30, blue 30. Ready, go.
Now on the move. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together. First and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
The Noles trying to get a touchdown on first and goal.
Here we go. Ready.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Drops back. It's Daniels. Trying to find the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Florida State. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They marched 78 yards down the field. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Deep in the end zone, it's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Jones to throw. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Upstairs, he's got it. Got it out across the 50-yard line and not stopped until he brought it to the 47.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ball. carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff again. Makes him talk to the hand. Across the 25. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Gators! He ran through 2 men on his way to the end zone.
You become a really good football coach when you got guys like that you can hand it to. Look at him. Break tackles and shows you the speed to run away from the defense. Jesse, he is an absolute nightmare.
That's a great point, David. You don't have to scheme this guy up perfectly, which means you don't have to have everybody accounted for blocking because he'll make them miss or he'll break tackles. And then you're right. Once you get into the open field, it's not just physical running, but how about the ability to hit the jets and take it the distance?
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking for a man, it's Daniels. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida! Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Throws for the tight end. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
And historically, this game really has meant a lot. You go back to the 90s, this was basically a de facto national championship game before the championship game. Remember, they played twice back in 1996, the year Danny Werfel won the Heisman Trophy. So this game always means a lot.
Back to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They need a huge play on third and long. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Now on second down.
Here we go, ready.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. They'll ride him again. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Throws it back. Under pressure. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. There he goes, showing off the arms. He now has 74 yards rushing so far in this one, and he's closing in on 1,200 for the season.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
They're going to ride this running back. At the 45 on his way. He's loose on the right. The 20. He's at the end of the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Makes a grab over the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
He's going to run it. He's knocked down, short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Offense gets set for second down.
Blue 22, blue 22. Go, go.
Moves the pocket. It's Daniels. They're working that left side. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Making the adjustment. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on fourth. Throws to the wideout. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Hey, at this point of the game, fourth and short, no problem going for it. Fourth and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Break. Right. Go.
Play action on first down. Rushes on. Just got rid of that one.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Left side, it's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. On the ground to cover here on third and long. They'll give it to Ball. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Jones wants to throw it. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We start with Colorado taking on the UCF Knights.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Ball. Smashes through the tackle. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Here's a give to Ball. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Selling the fake. Looking for the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm, and I like they take a shot down the field, but interesting to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Handoff for Ball. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Oh, he's got some space.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Hand off from the shotgun. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field, and they wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. Curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the way.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Off-play action. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And this is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden, have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Making the adjustment on the play. Snapped on 4th down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Here comes the Gators offense ready to go on the attack. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David.
Time to take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And I absolutely love that play call, man. You've got good field position right now. Take advantage of it. They're aggressive on the first play. Make a big play. This offense now set up in perfect position to get some points to capitalize on their great field position.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Got his man on the outside. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. He's got it. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage.
Unloads it downfield. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Sells to fake. Rolls right. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And I get why this offense is aggressive. They've been doing what they wanted, right? And they built this huge lead, but they can't get careless. Like, don't make those mistakes that might get this defense back in the football game.
Third and long right here. Jones to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
And the offense stays aggressive. They're trying to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Keeps it moving. It's Chroma. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. Powers through the defender. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Tells the run, wants to pass. Look out! Out wide right, it's Jackson. Here he goes. Touchdown, Florida. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. And the Gators have chomped down and they've put a little distance between themselves and the Noles.
You know, both of these teams always have lots of speed, but it's the Gators. They look like the faster team pulling away here in the second half. Big plays offensively, and their defense is really flying around.
Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. the final period.
Hey, check it. 80-22, I saw. 80-22, I saw.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. They're all over him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now.
Snags it, and there's running room. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Knowles! In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
And a few anxious moments, but the Hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the fourth quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game, it looks like.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Here's a give the ball. Turning it on. The 20. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50. And on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Jaden one more time. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
They go to the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs to take on these receivers out in space. This linebacker is quick, he's athletic, and he is outstanding tackling people in the open field.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He'll line it up from the right side. A 37-yarder coming up. It is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again.
Here we go. Go.
The run to the left. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. Rush right in his face. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Freeze! Go!
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory.
Level. Square. Break. Play. Ready, go.
Needs it here on 4th down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Handoff for Ball. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Looks as if he's going to run it. He stopped short of the 1st down marker, but there is a flag, and that looked like a clear face mask to me. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Fresh set of downs going up top. The throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Here comes the heat. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Here's a give the ball. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. And this kicker has had a busy night. Oh, they tricked him. It's a fake. He wants to throw. And that pass, not surprisingly, is incomplete. I know they wanted to be aggressive, throw caution to the wind. They might have been better off playing it safe there.
You know, I think if the head coach could go back in time, he just decided to go ahead and take his chances kicking that one. Obviously, he's wanting to score a touchdown here on this drive, and I think forced his hand a little bit too much. That fake field goal never had a chance.
Quarterback changing the play. Moving the pocket, it's Daniels. Going over the top. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Really good job by this defense, understanding tendencies and what they like to do. When they're backed up and they've got this field position, instead of trying to dink and dunk or run the football, they want to take shots, make the big play. Defense more than ready, playing the deep ball, covering all of that ground really, really well.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. He's going to take off. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over.
Booster! Bubba! Return! Q! Move! Over! Let it go!
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for running room. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give it to him again. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Quickly complete. Smashes through the tackle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
I love it. I love first down. Let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Up, nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Right down the middle. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. After this, it'll be a wrap. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Timeout is called with just a single second left. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. It can get a little heated, and it did in this Sunshine State showdown, but it couldn't stop the boys from old Florida from stealing the headlines in this one. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.